Good morning, my gorgeous ones. It is Kulipup here again, and today we are answering... Sorry, still getting some calls every now and then. Okay, so the questions that we are answering, this is of course for, firstly, Susan Buck. Susan, you asked me today, Kulipup, I have a very strange question. Is it possible to grow teeth back? Lol. Something strange is going on with my lower gum. Please, lovely, could you possibly ask Harenali for some light on this question? I really would appreciate the help on this one. Thank you and have a beautiful day, my love. Well, hi, Susan. I see that you're watching. Well, thank you ever so much for the question. But you also have another question to go. This was a further comment. You say, sorry, would also like to know if my body has repaired. I'm feeling great without the morphine patches. 3 weeks Monday. Well bloody done, by the way, for taking the commitment to let it filter out of your system. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody who's watching. Now, you also say, you are truly an amazing lady, but I can't stop smiling and strangely can't stop sneezing at the minute. But would also say, if you ever need me live for confirm what you have done for me and off the crap medications to help others show positive, count me in. Thank you so much, Susan. That is absolutely what, and is always very much so appreciated. Thank you so much. But if by all means, this is for you and for anybody, if you've gone through my healing sessions and you're now starting to feel the actual benefit of being healed, then yes, please share it. Share it. Tell other individuals. Let's make this awareness known that our bodies can simply be healed if we put our energy in the right focus, right? Why should any of us have to be on long-term medications or have to take time out of our day to go visit an institution or whatever, waiting 2 hours for an appointment here or there? And it's just horrible. Hello, Onala, my sweetheart. So yes, please, if my healing, if you're noticing the differences in your body within my healing right now and you want to share that information, please do so. Do it. We need to get comfortable with this. We need to get everybody understanding that the first thing you should do is look within yourself for the healing versus look outside. Susan, you say life is fantastic. Isn't it though? Isn't it amazing when you're healed and when you're well, right? Does that also help with mental issues? For Jessica, yes, of course. When we're healing in terms of, they are definitely different. Physical versus mental are definitely different and have their own set of difficulties when, of course, we are trying to heal. But my mental healing comes from my coaching, my guidance, my connections with my, of course, my spells, and of course the manipulation of your energy. However, it does take longer with the mental, right? Because it is a process that you've got free will. I have to guide you through mental healing so that you are healing yourself. And you have to want to. But we definitely do that though. We definitely do that. So I can accelerate the mental healing process. Because again, I kind of infuse some of my own spells. So for example, if you have a mental addiction to something, what I will do is I will say, okay, we're trying this now. If you make the commitment to say that you don't want to do this, then if you're trying to quit smoking, for example, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a spell in your energy or within my energy to make you, every time you pick up a cigarette, once you've made the commitment to quit, that you just feel gross. Or that you just feel the poison, or you taste the poison within what you are doing. So it again encourages you not to go through it. But anyway, so Jessica, you say, my daughter feels that I need a therapist. I feel I don't. When you start with your healing sessions, do you first scan to see what exactly is needed? Yes, that is definitely what I do, Jessica. I will go through your entire body, both the physical and the mental, to see where the main problems lie and what we need to do in order to sort this out. Because they work in tandem with each other, of course. So have a healthy body will equal out to a healthy mind. Having a healthy mind will equal out to a healthy body. Having both a healthy body and mind, you're healed. Woo! Right? It's great. Okay. Vito, my dear, I am sorry. I only speak English. So I am unable to translate that at the moment, But if you are quick and you would like to use Google Translate, that would be wonderful. Michelle, you say my healing is definitely happening, and after many years of suffering, I can now say that I wake up these days with happiness. Oh, I love it. Wonderful, Michelle. Wonderful. Excellent. I'm glad. I am so happy that is finally taking its root, and we can get these things cleared out. So the time we've had together has not been wasted. That's all I can say. Anywho, okay. Let's answer Susan's questions for today, because I have totally just went in depth and kind of slightly off topic there. So, Susan, let's answer your question. So the first question was a strange one. Is it possible to grow teeth back? Yes, it is. It is definitely possible. Just remember that your body, when it is healing, when it is well, it will start to make everything better again. So if you are requiring repair in your teeth, if your teeth needs to grow back, your body now has the energy to put everything into motion to do that for you. Now, how fast that happens depends on your actual will as to how fast you want it to happen. If you are focusing on it quite a lot, right, and you're just like, no, this is what I want and this is what you're manifesting, then you will force energy through to that area in order to regrow your tooth. Right? It's a lot easier for children to do it. It's more difficult for adults to do it, but it's definitely possible. Just the same way that if you stop wearing your glasses and you are high enough energy and your body is healing, your eyes will start to be better. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm healing my eyes. So you're going to see me wear my glasses a lot less. It's going to take me a while. Don't get me wrong, because I use my eyes every day. But, and you need to I would need to cut off my vision entirely for 3 days if I wanted to heal my eyes entirely, but I'm not willing to do that right now. So yes, but yes, the answer to that question is definitely yes. Susan, you say, I've got like bones coming up again. Yep. You may start teething. Oh, the things that happen. So yes, if that is where your focus is on, that is where it is going to go. At the moment, what is going on in your body is the cellular repair of your your bones and your tendons are going to be there. Your teeth will not grow back in instantaneously. However, the nerve endings that are within your jaw and around your teeth at the moment are in a status of repair. So you may have some new baby swelling that is happening. So it may feel like you have a tooth kind of growing back in, but that's going to take a little bit longer. Right now, all of your nerves and so forth are being healed at the moment with your energy and, of course, with the healing and all the good decisions that you've been making so far. Okay, so now you also want to know if your body in general is being repaired, and the answer to that is yes, it is. Yes, it is. Everything is going through a status of repair right now. And again, with the massive frequency increase in energy that is going through, then yes, you're just getting a bump up. This is why I'm always like, do some yoga. Channel this energy now so that your body is well enough to take on all of the good things that it's going to want to do. Ebony Pink, you say, oh my God, Kulipup, are you serious? And yes, I am always serious because I only speak truthfully, my dear. So anything that is coming out of my mouth is truth. And you can verify this truth once you have your solid connection to source truth. Yes, so you definitely can do that. Arturo, good morning, my sweetheart. So Greg, good morning, honey. So yes, that is to answer your question. Yes, your body is in a status of repair right now, and let's have a look here. What else are we looking at for Susan? Susan's molecular biology is increasing at an accelerated rate. Your body is now becoming well. And so, of course, you're waking up really happy. You're waking up like, life is freaking amazing, right? And it's because you are literally experiencing the wonder of being healed, of actually being well. Because so many people, when they think there are, how many people have asked me, like, I'm not sick. I'm in the perfect pinnacle of health. And I will look at them and say, no, you're not. because your mind is not well. Your body may feel like it is well, but your mind is not well. And when you are truly healed, you have the amazing effects that Susan is having right now, which is, yes, wake up feeling bloody fantastic, right? That is what it is like to be well. To wake up and not be burdened down with worries and so forth, but to wake up and sing in the mirror as you brush your teeth. Because why the hell not? It feels good, right? That is wonderful. Ebony, you say, yes, you always speak truth, love. It's just amazing knowledge to my ears. Good, good. If you find that this is amazing to your ears, spread it to other ears. Let them feel it and understand it and know that we don't have to live in this desolate state of ill health, right? Because that sucks. Why does anybody want to be like that? So, you are very, 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 very welcome, Susan. And I'm very happy that the healing has produced such wonderful results for you in such a short space of time also. And it's going to be great, my sweetheart. Okay. Right then, let us move on to Tony. Now, Tony messaged me and said, sorry, let me just get this back up. Could you help me understand why the beings that were meant to be helping us turned their back against us? I'm struggling to see sense of why they chose to do this. This is such a rage inside me, but not of anger. It's of justice and love for those I will protect. Beautiful statement. And of course, I asked, oh, well, are you thinking about entities or spirit? Like, where are we going here? And he said, I don't know yet. I just know there are those that have turned against us that was once helping us. Okay, so I am here to, of course, shed a little bit of light on that. Sorry, before I get to that though, Michelle, you say, my body has gone through incredible pains all up and down the spine. Dear Ness, you have told me to work on opening my heart. Is there anything else I should do to move up in frequency? I feel the universe is calling me to heal others more, and I do answer, but I feel like I'm not strong enough and need more power. Michelle, you are absolutely right. So I will just, of course, let you know about this one. You are absolutely right. You are a powerful, sentient empath, right? And we know that you've went through some very, very deep-seated things within your past that have caused major blockages. So it's unfortunate, but it's beautiful, but unfortunate at the same time that your healing will require a hell of a lot more intense work. So you're on the right path though. You are on the right path of healing. And you're starting to get the feelings of, yes, helping everybody. But we still need to focus on ourselves right now. Okay? That feeling that you have that it's like, no, I need more power for this. It is truth. Because you have so much more power available, but you still need to unlock it. Right? So you still need to go into the deepest corners of your mind to literally come to peace with what is inside your heart. To process it. And I know you've done so much, and it's so tiring, but it's what we've got to do, right? Keep going. Your time is coming, and it's going to be miraculously strong, beautiful, bright, and full of love and full of light. Inner work is hard. But keep going. You're going to get there. So is there anything else you should do specifically to move up in frequency? Anything different besides what has already been given to you? Nah. No. You're on the right path. You just need to keep going. Okay? That's all. So still hone, quieting your mind. Still go deep into your heart to understand yourself. To come to the understanding of what is your reality. Okay? How your past connects to the present. And if it's not a useful connection, rid yourself of it, right? And stop the cycled thought patterns and loops of insecurity, of fear, and of doubt, right? So literally, stay on your focus. Take care of that body, that beautiful, beautiful body that you have. Take care of it, right? Take care of that beautiful mind, calm your mind, still your mind, right? If you're ever finding that it is just simply too much to simply do inner work, because it is intense and so regularly, then take the time out to just be like, you know what? I'm just going to live right in my moment right now. And I'm going to say, bugger it. If it's not right in front of me, right here, I ain't worrying about it. Turn some music on, get a cup of tea, take some beautiful photographs of the beauty around you, you know, and just be still in your mind and just feel your heart, right? That is what I want you to do at the moment. And it is hard work, real hard work. But then when you're silent and you're calm and you're ready, then go back into your inner work. Because you will go back to it from a new perspective, right? From a new place of calm in your mind and clarity that you will be able to really find more depth within, right? So that is what I have for you at the moment, my dear. Just keep going. If you find that as somebody crosses your path that you are able to provide them with wonderful advice based on what you have gone through, then do so. It'll make you feel good. But just don't feel that you need to do anything you don't want to do at this present time. Because you're in healing, right? You're in healing, so take your time to heal and do what's right for you. Okay. And of course, follow all the lessons, join on in, and do all the good stuff in your leisure time, and it's going to be wonderful. Oh, Onala, you wake up so happy. Oh, it's wonderful. Yes, and you see it being passed. It's great. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So, I'm getting lost in comments, but one more. How can I find, this is from Jessica, how can I find out what I need to do to completely heal myself from my past and to find my purpose? I know I can do great things, I just don't know the exacts and when. I am always questioning myself. I get lost and sidetracked. I need help. Yes, Jessica, my sweetheart, you need to get out of your head. That advice that I literally just gave Michelle in terms of staying in your now moment, focusing on what makes you happy, and being silent in your mind. So sit with yourself, right? Because often what happens is when we are confused, it is because we are distracted, right? I want you to think of a workplace, right? And how everybody is so busy in a workplace. Everybody's got this to do and that to do. And, oh, I've got paperwork over here. I've got that person that needs my attention over there. I've got this to do over here. Your mind is being split into how many different places? Now, if your mind is split and you cannot focus on one task to get it to completion, what happens is you start going around in circles, right? What's going on in your mind is like going to the workplace that is just so chaotic, right? So what you need to do is all you need to do is focus. But to focus, you need to train your mind to focus. You need to train your mind how to be calm and only think about the things you want to think about. Not where your mind takes you, but where you physically want to be. So, with that, now don't get me wrong, there is always, room for improvement and development. So in this moment, when you get into a status where you're a little bit bored, because I know it's hard when we're just sitting with ourselves, we can get distracted very easily. So if you are going to be distracted, make sure it is a distraction that is evolving your mind and developing yourself. So don't turn on the TV to watch the news. Instead, come on to the Frequency 51 group and see what kind of knowledge you can gain. Go watch a really interesting documentary. Anything that is going to develop your mind rather than just simply keep you distracted. Right? So you can start to focus that way. Now, once you are finished exploring all of the things outside and you're like, okay, now I'm bored of looking outwards. That's when you're like, okay, well, you know what? Let me come and look inwards then. Right? Let me look inwards. But because you've just developed your knowledge and were distracted by knowledge, then you can connect a little bit more deeply. You may have a different perspective to go with it, right? And it'll feel really good. So, sit with yourself. Quiet yourself. Feel your body, feel your vibrations. And don't worry about anything, right? Because to find our path, We simply need to stop and be aware of our surroundings. So we can stop spinning with distraction. But we can be aware and be like, wait a second. Over there doesn't feel right. Over there doesn't feel right. There's a warm presence behind me. Let me turn there. And turn around, and then you will see your path. Because your path is always warm. Your path always feels really good. Because your path flows with the universal energy. But you got to be able to feel it. Right? And you can't feel it unless you calm and become aware. So that's what I have for you at the moment, Jessica. Because again, I am being terrible trying to get this going. Thank you, Ebony. I wish you a wonderful, productive day as well. If you are leaving us at the moment, have a wonderful day, my sweetheart. So, let's get back on to Tony's question. Tony. Okay, so let's recap on Tony's question. So Tony said, could you help me understand why the beings that were meant to be helping us turned their back on us? I'm struggling to see sense of why they chose to do this. This is such a rage inside me, but not of anger. It is of justice and love for those I will protect. Brilliant, bloody question on that one. So the beings that Tony is talking about are, of course, the entities. Now, if I'm going to start talking about entities, and you may then be like, what the hell is she talking about? Don't worry. If nothing of what I say next resonates with you, it just means that you haven't come up high enough in order to understand the patterns and the meanings in these patterns that I'm about to speak about. So don't worry. Keep on going, and you will get there. This part may trip you out a little bit. So, the beings or the entities that Tony is referring to are what we would call the aliens of today, or life forms that were not born upon this planet, or of the human race, or of the earthlings, anything that is an earthling, which is plants, animals, and so forth, the flora and fauna of our planet. So, these beings, now, it's a little bit of a backstory here. So I have to go back in order to answer this question. We are beings of love and light. Okay? We are all fractalized little pieces of God, or of source creation, the source of all energy, whatever you would like to call it. It is literally, you are a small fractalized piece of it. Now, if you are a fractalized piece of the universal energy, it means that you are a contributor to the energies that are, of course, within this matrix game of life, or this world, this universe. So all of the power that basically propels this universe forward comes from you. And yes, you may be like, Kulipup, that seems really far-fetched. How is little old me powering this entire universe? Or parts of this universe? Well, I want you to think of it this way. You know, when you are playing World of Warcraft online, I've never actually played World of Warcraft online, so choose whatever game you want to put in there, right? But let's say you're playing an online multi-user game. Now, the game in itself, what if it has no players playing? What happens if no players are playing? Let's say everybody logged out of World of Warcraft. What would actually be happening? Well, absolutely nothing. The game does not exist unless there are players that are playing it. So, the first person that logs into that game is what is driving the power to power that game, to power the illusion of the game as to what you are playing, right? Because it is them, through using their control pad, that they are now collecting all the little things, and, you know, the trees now materialize, and all the whatever creatures that, I don't know, whatever is in there, will start to take life. Because you have a player in the game. Now, if you get a bunch of players in the game, what happens then? Well, the game expands, right? There's now multiple individuals putting their power into this game. Their power is their focus. That is bringing this game to life. Now, if you don't have any players, then you don't have a game. So, firstly, we have to understand where we are. So we are all players in this game right now, right? Now, just as if we are any players in any other game, there are entities in that game. So if you think of World of Warcraft, and you have a bad character, or a bad guy, a boss, or, you know, the evil wizard that always comes out when you collect a certain amount of points or something. Those are the entities. Now, when we all started playing this game, entities were created. And they react to our energy, just the same way as anything in World of Warcraft will react to the response that you have on the control pad, or the keyboard, or whatever it is that you want to put your focus on. Now, they were here to help us develop. As long as we put out love energy, they would return it back with love energy, and we would then develop at an accelerated rate. However, to answer your question, why did they turn against us? Well, it is because we no longer emitted love energy. We emitted hate, fear, suffering. We emitted from our vessel servitude, violence, aggression. So, of course, with the laws of the universe, our entities that were once here to help us develop and progress based on what was in our hearts, well, no, what's in our hearts now is so much fear, hate, suffering. So they, in turn, mirror what we are putting out, and they are returning back to us hate, fear, and suffering. So this is why they've turned against us, Tony. It is because it is the sickness within our own hearts, the sickness within our own minds. We have this thing where we believe that how could some of these beings harvest us, abduct us, you know, do all these experiments on us, mess with our DNA, eat us, eat our flesh, manipulate us into doing so much rubbish, right? We are so, gosh, how could they do that? But yet we do it to our own kind every single day. We incite fear into other people and animals and nature. We kill so many animals. We slaughter them, we eat them, we mistreat them. We consent to all of this. We do it to the beings that we believe are lower than us. So of course the beings that are more intelligent than the world do it to us. Now if we were to all stop this, if we were to stop the hate, the fear, the suffering against our own people, against our own flora and fauna of this world, then they would have no choice but to do the same. Because we would not be giving our consent to this. Right? So the laws of attraction work for absolutely everything and everybody, anything within existence. The law of attraction basically works with it. So if you have nothing but love in your heart, you will attract nothing but love coming to you. If you have hate, fear, servitude, distrust, that is what you will attract. Right? So we have attracted this misfortune upon ourselves. And then it is now our time to stop that bullshit. To realize what we have been doing and to break this pattern and this cycle of pain and suffering. Stop doing it to your neighbor. Stop letting your neighbor do it to you. Break the patterns. Now, when we do this, which of course this is one of the reasons why I'm, spreading my truth, spreading my knowledge, so that we could wake people up to stop them from committing these acts of violence, these acts of servitude to fear. This is why I'm here. And this is my goal. And I definitely know I always achieve my goals. Whether you want to or not, you're going to evolve. So, Tony, I hope that answers your question. And I know I had to go a little bit deep into that there. But that is what I have for you in terms of that. Virgin, hello everyone. Tried to watch while doing a workout in the park. Girl, do your workout. Don't worry, this will always be here a little bit later. But anywho's so that is what I have for you at the moment. I am going to be back a little bit later to do a live healing as well. Now, I definitely encourage anyone who is a healer, or you know that you are a healer or a distance energy manipulator, and you would like to watch and join in with me on that, then please definitely do so. I will be tagging a couple of people that I think the lesson will be really useful for. Again, this is not healing for them. There is a specific person that I'm going to be doing healing on. But if I do tag you in this, it's just because I believe that you are powerful enough to follow the healing with me and start to feel what I'm feeling, so you can understand what it feels like to specifically heal somebody as well. So if I tag you, you may find that really enjoyable. Don't worry if I tag you and you're just like, nah, I'm not ready for this, then that's fine. You can totally ignore it. But just sharing that stuff out there. And you're welcome to, of course, watch the healing and see what is going on with that as well. So that is going to be coming up in a few minutes. I just have to make sure that my patient is ready and is happy for me to invite some other individuals along to, of course, experience the healing with me. Okay, who wants to be tagged here? Oh, Michelle, thank you. I'm glad that you understood that explanation of entities. So, Susan, sure, we'll get you tagged. Greg, sure, we'll get you tagged as well. Anybody else, if you want to be tagged, we'll tag you. But you won't know the actual person because I'm going to, I'm not going to reveal all of their stuff, right? But we're just going to be concentrating on the feelings and what's going through. Okay, so that's all that's there. So if you want to be tagged, just let me know. You can give me a smiley face, or if some of you have said tag me, that's wonderful. If not, then that's fine too. Alrighty, mwah. I'll be back in a few minutes. Take care, you guys. Bye.